As the temperatures climb this summer, everyone needs to take a few extra precautions to stay healthy and happy, including the family dog. Christina Shusterich, pet expert and president of New York Clever Canines, here to tell us how to keep your pet healthy in the summer heat. Thanks for joining us, and you've even brought a little dog with us. This is
Ziggy.
Ziggy. She's a very playful, fun girl. So we've got a number of toys right here on the couch that you would use inside to keep the dog occupied. Let's start with the one that's got its attention right now.
Okay, well this one is really just kind of a little bit of a pressed rawhide stick, so you have to be a little careful with those in terms of dogs' digestive systems. In terms of exercising dogs inside, there are toys that actually do that. So these are called food puzzle toys. So this one is Ziggy. So inside you could put her food and she'll run around all day chasing it. So that's a great thing to do in the summer months. You really want to exercise your dog inside. And when toys can do it for you, that's
right,
even
and
better.
so basically the reward with this is got some food in here, and every now and again some will shake free, and this will keep the dog sort of running around after that, or? Well,
actually, because it's also a ball, it triggers a dog to chase after it.
Yeah.
So this is another example. This is a pyramid toy, obviously not her size.
Yeah.
But with this toy, it's kind of like a top. So not only do the dogs chase after it, they have to bat it around and figure out that they have to line up this hole for the treats to come out.
Okay.
So they can actually get a lot of exercise that way.
Good to keep the mind sharp too, and sort of keep them engaged.
Good to keep them mind sharp, yes.
Let's talk about the idea in general of the importance of exercising animals inside. I've noticed lately, it's been so hot out, there'll be a lot of dogs getting taken for walks, and you can see they're like, they don't want to go.
Right.
They're right outside, they're hitting the pavement, it's hot out, and you can tell
that's right.
It's too much for them. What sort of, what's too hot, really, to be bringing a dog outside?
Well, for instance, if your dog is resisting, then that's important to pay attention to. So dogs are actually more susceptible to heat illnesses than people are. So that means dehydration and overheating, and both of those conditions can lead to death actually rapidly if you don't intervene. And the reason for that is dogs and pets, they do perspire a little through their paws, but they primarily cool themselves by panting. And that's to bring cool air in to cool the body, but when the air temperature outside is not that cool, it's inefficient. So pets are more susceptible to heat-related illnesses than people are. So if your dog is slowing down, then you need to take your dog back home, get in the shade. Right. Right.
And, let's talk about just some of the other issues that humans deal with. Obviously, sun protection from the sun, sunscreen is a huge thing for humans. They've got the coat of hair. Not all of them do, some more than others. Is that something you have to worry about with the dog as well?
Well, you just brought up a good point. Some do have more than others. So dogs that, for instance, have very light fur, dogs that don't have fur, like Chinese crested dogs, dogs that tend to be white or have a lighter skin pigment are more susceptible to sunburn.
Because you can see the pink skin below.
Right. So yeah, dogs definitely can. Particular places are on the tip of the nose or the belly because there isn't fur there at all. So there is sunscreen that is FDA compliant for dogs. There's really one, which is called EpiPet. So it's also waterproof. So if your dog is, or if you have an outside dog, or if you're going to the beach, or if your dog is going to spend the day on the deck, it's really important to use that, particularly for dogs that are susceptible to sunburn, meaning the ones with the light fur and the light skin pigmentation.
What else? What are some of the other big tips that we've really got to keep in mind?
Something that would, something that would be important for sunburn also is don't shave your dog completely down.
That would be, I think, probably a first instinct. Oh, we've got to get this hair off the dog, cool it off, but in a lot of ways you're disabling some of its ability to.
That's correct. So really what you want to do is you want to have an inch of fur. So don't completely shave them down. You're going to make them particularly prone to sunburn. Also, dogs can get sunburn on their paws. So that's an important fact. So if you're walking your dog...
I've seen the boots. You see them in winter to protect from the salt. I've noticed some people have put them on the dogs during the heat.
You could do that. There's also paw wax that's used in the winter. But what would be kind of, I think, easier and smarter is, try to avoid asphalt as much as possible. Obviously, in the city, that can be a bit tricky. Particularly manhole covers or metal gratings. People don't realize how hot those get. So it's a combination of, it can seriously burn the dog's paws, but it also contributes to overheating them. So whenever possible, you really want to avoid the asphalt and certainly any kind of metal grating.
This dog's going to town on this chew
Ziggy.
toy right here. All right, excellent. And give me your name and organization one more time for everybody at home.
Christina Shusterich, and it's New York Clever Canines. So it's NY Clever and the letter K and the number 9.
Okay, great. Well, we appreciate coming by with these tips. And this delightful dog, Ziggy, had a good time. Didn't even know it was on TV here on the big yellow couch. Excellent.